live. I'm seeing we're popping up on YouTube, sending data there. We'll see what happens with
Okay.
Twitch. For people just joining, this is the second live stream from the upgraded team. First one was last week. Back and at it again. We'll be talking all sorts of things: stuff, tech, MacBooks, upgrades, answering any questions, and hopefully having some fun along the way. And
That's right.
if you guys want, Brian and Dante, if you guys can pull it up and see
Mhm.
if it's working, and it's looking like here we're
Yeah.
still offline on
On
Twitch.
Twitch, I do not see us online at the moment. No.
Me either. That's what I was looking to do.
Weird. Okay. Oh, looks like it's sending data now.
Okay.
It says we're streaming on
Okay.
Restream
Now
for
I see.
Twitch.
Yeah, we're still getting this error. The video download was canceled. Please try again.
Video download was canceled.
Is it what it's saying for YouTube? Dante?
Let me see. Go to Instagram to edit title. Live upgraded on YouTube. It's showing that I'm looking at Restream. It's showing it's on YouTube. But I
The
go to
YouTube is
YouTube.
fine.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Twitch is not working. I don't think.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Twitch. How many upgraders does it take? Solve
Yeah.
live stream. Let's see.
Hmm. Don't know. And can you guys keep an eye on the chat too, just as people come in, because I can't see that as well.
Of course.
Yep, I'm on it.
Trying to debug it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Here, I'll just try removing the channel and then adding it back in.
Okay.
See if that works.
The old
They'll turn it off and turn it on again.
exactly unplug it, plug it back in. Well, let's see if we can get more people. Will anybody show up? I'm wondering if we need to have a change in our title for YouTube.
What do we have? The same thing as last time?
Yeah, maybe that like entices some people to come in. But let's see what we can do. Oh, you're revealing it to everybody.
You guys can see
And
that.
it's on the live stream. We're gonna want to change that off screen.
Yeah.
That passing. For whatever reason, someone comes and decides to try to hack us.
Well, because it will be.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll have to change that. We will have to change that.
No worries, no worries. Just the old leaking passwords on live. It's not we're not the
Classic.
first, definitely not the last.
Nope.
Oh, TechnoFi AI. What's up, man?
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, hey, welcome to the stream.
So, Technofy AI, do you know anything about Upgraded, what we do? Do you happen to have a MacBook or laptop of any kind?
Might be a
Uh,
delayed. Mhm.
yeah, I know it is delayed. That's true. So we'll wait for him to reply. Uh, in the meantime, maybe we can kind of talk about Upgraded a little bit, what we are, what we're doing. For those that don't know, Get Upgraded is a service, and right now it's just MacBooks where you can pay monthly for a new MacBook and be able to upgrade every 2 years. It's it's pretty amazing service. Think about how many laptops or devices you might have in your drawers that you said, "Oh, I'll sell it and I'll make my money back," but you never do. And so we thought, well, there's an iPhone upgrade program Apple's made. The fact that there's no MacBook upgrade program was, to us, insane. Therefore, we had to make it. And yeah, I think that's the gist. If there's anything else you'd want to add? And also, we're the team that made it. So the people you see here are the people behind the scenes. Maybe we go around and introduce ourselves. I'll start. I'm Brian. I'm the lead engineer who built a lot of the platform that you guys use in order to make a purchase it on Upgraded, and we'll also handle your upgrades as well. Dante.
Yep. Hey guys, my name's Dante. If we ever chatted through the support chat, through the website or email, you're more than likely talking to me. So I handle all the operation side, as well as fulfilling the orders. So without me clicking a few buttons, you probably won't get your order. So main things I handle right there.
Nice.
Yep.
Go
And
for
hi,
it, Ben.
everybody. My name's Ben. I was just working on setting up Twitch so that we could get everything working right. So that's why I was kind of just silent. But I'm the head of growth at Upgraded, so I do all like the marketing and things like that. If you are coming from YouTube and you've watched any of our YouTube videos, then you've probably seen my face since I'm the one behind them. But do lots of other stuff here too. I joined the team probably 4 or 5 months ago, so I'm the newest member of the team. It's been a blast so far, and we're kicking off the next adventure with live streaming, getting into that part of the content world. So that's why we're here today.
Yep. Thank you, Ben. I feel like you've brought a lot of cool ways of marketing and really pushing the growth. And so this was just an idea we talked about a couple weeks ago, and you made it come to life within the week, which was crazy. And so now we're already on our second live stream. We're excited to get to know people, let people know about Upgraded, and for those who have purchased, let them get to see a little behind the scenes. Maybe ask some questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Technofy AI is not there. Live chat.
Do you guys want to check on Twitch real quick? I just
I
reconnected.
did. I
Still
did do a check. I've been refreshing.
okay. Still getting the error.
Yeah, same error. I'm also wondering if it's because it's on the same PC that we're like that. I'm
Oops.
like,
Got a cat. Crazy cat in the way.
I might try to look on my phone as well. See if I can, because I have Twitch on my phone. Let's see.
I'm not seeing anything on Twitch.
It's interesting because like the thumbnail is correct. I'm just not seeing any video. So the sound's right. And even if I were to look at the thumbnail, it looks like it's us. But when I open it, it is not us. As in, like, it's just a black screen.
Yeah. Weird.
Don't know what that is. We'll have to look into that at some point.
Yeah.
But The show must go on.
It must. That's showbiz, baby.
Yeah.
Things happen. But
Technical
we're good to go
difficulties.
on YouTube.
That's important. I feel like we got a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of content there. We want to keep building that content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ben, did you have any suggestions of things we wanted to talk about today in general?
I do actually. If you guys want, we could play a little
Ooh.
game.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
down.
Just to
Do
spice
it.
it up. Let me start sharing my screen real quick. And this is a little game called This or That. We'll get some takes from the upgraded team, which is we go through a few different things and you have to either choose one or the other of which you would prefer and why. So we can see what sorts of things people are into. Maybe it gets a
Ooh.
little heated, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. And even people watching can kind of go through and see, yeah, which would you prefer? Gives you things to think about.
Ooh, I
Cool.
like
Let's do it.
First one, ChatGPT versus Claude. If you're using an LLM, which one are you using and
Dante, you can
why?
go first.
I'm going to Chat GPT all the way. I use
Yeah.
it for everything. It's my personal doctor, my nutritionist, everything. So
Therapist.
if something's going on with my daughter, I Chat GPT it. So
Have you
yeah,
used
Uh,
Claude
my
before?
go-to for everything. No, so that's why Chat GPT is also another reason
Yeah.
for my go-to.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would probably say I'm using Claude more than ChatGPT, just because Claude Sonnet 4 is the version that is like linked up to my code, Augment code. So that is the LLM that I've primarily been using since 3.5. So it's, but if I'm ever going to ask a question other than through my coding, I have been doing GPT. But I think that's just because I have a subscription with them. My wife uses it all the time, so we will lean on that. But I'd say day to day, I'm Claude. Claude for coding,
Team Claude.
unreal. It's like it's
Is it
very
still
good.
the best for coding? Like, is that kind of
Is
like the widely agreed upon thing?
I think so. I mean, I feel like default. I mean, I tried for a while between OpenAI, Gemini, and then 3.5, but it was like such like a landslide for 3.5, and then
Mm.
3.7 came out, and then I just went back to 3.5 for a while, and then 4 just came out. I can't remember when, but I've been on 4 since, and it's yeah, I think it's by far the best. The thing now is getting context in your code is more important. Like, sure, you can go and ask a question like in like normal ChatGPT, but like it needs to know so much more in order to like really be helpful. You'd be like, hey, I want to build this thing, this piece, and it's like okay, and it gets too general. You're like, okay, well, I'm using this language. This is what my back. It's like explain a lot. So instead of having to explain a lot, if you have it in your code base, just like it's amazing. But
Mm.
yeah, I would say Claude pretty hard right now.
Yeah. No, that's
Cool.
what I've heard. I was gonna say my answer is like ChatGPT for pretty much everything, except for if I ever need to do coding or if I'm like trying to spin up some project, I'll go with Claude because it's
No?
in my experience a lot better at that sort of thing. But for like
Yeah.
creative
Yep.
stuff, ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
I've also been using Perplexity a lot to ask like specific questions. I don't know if you guys ever use that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like to I mean Zia just used it as a Google search basically. That's his
Yeah,
Google search now. Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty much the same. It's kind of cracked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's cool because you can save the searches and like send it to people and yeah, it's great.
Yeah, yeah, it's good stuff. All right, we'll jump to the next one.
Ooh.
MacBook Pro versus
Ooh.
MacBook Air. If you had
I'll
to
go
pick one.
first again. This is an interesting one because my MacBook Air, like I just told you guys before we started, I actually just left it at a restaurant. So I hopped on another MacBook, this time a Pro. So I don't know, it's been tough. This one, it's actually an M2. My other one is an M1, and this one's much quicker. I like the display, but I probably have to go with the Air though, since it's a lot lighter. And I
Mm,
carry that thing everywhere. Everywhere, it's so much lighter and more convenient.
Fair enough.
I would say, I mean, man, my first Air was in 2015. No, 2017, something like that. So I was like super pumped. It was like epic. And then but I put like an i7 in there and like a lot of memory, and it would get too hot. And then I was like, oh, what am I doing? Like, why did I
Yep.
why did I soup the Air up? That was a bad call. I think that was like my mistake. So then I got a Pro, and I've never really looked back. But I will say, with the M series chips now, like it
Game
feels
changer.
it feels negligible in some ways, like for like most things, unless you're really computationally trying to do like a ton of shit. Then I would be like, yeah, the Pro. And since I'm a developer, yeah, I need the Pro.
Yeah.
But I would say for a lot of things now, like the M series chips are just so much more efficient. Like it's insane. Like they did it. They did it, boys. They made it happen.
They did
But
it.
no, the Pro is sick. I mean, I wouldn't even like I'm on an M1 Pro right now. I'm not even like maxed out chip. Like I'm not even doing I'm not even doing M1 Max or anything like that. And it's fine. But like sure, I don't think I'm even pushing the limits, but I would like to. I haven't tried, so it's like, man, I would love to get an M4 Pro Max. It'd be nuts. But
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got big projects, definitely look for the Pro. But college kids, high school kids, the Air is perfect. Cheaper, depending on the specs you get, but does the basics, and just super light. So convenient.
Yeah, I used to have an Air at my old job. Super nice. I think it was like an M2. But then I kind of lucked out because when I was getting hired at Upgraded, John just like sent me a list. He's like, "Here's the laptops we have. Just pick one." And I knew since I was going to be editing a lot, I should go for like a more beefy one. So I think I've got it's an M3 Pro. Might be the Pro Max. It's got 32 gigs of RAM and like 2 terabytes of storage. So it's like pretty solid.
Yeah, to boost it up. I remember when you were getting hired on too, and John asked me to send you one over, and I was like, Ben's getting a pretty beefy device.
Yeah, well, because I asked for one and he's like, "Oh, we don't have that one anymore." So like, I'll just give you the next one up. I was like, "All right."
Yeah,
So yeah,
Dude,
rendering is pretty nice.
I will say though, like it doesn't feel that much heavier. That's the other thing too. Like when I got my first Pro, it was like an i7 or i9 or something crazy. Like it was a souped up bad boy 20.
Mhm.
I don't even know, 2019 maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. And that felt like a beefy boy. Like it did. And like now, and I went to an M1 Pro. I was like, is this an Air? Like, I honestly thought, because it's so much smaller, but packs such a good punch. So it's crazy. It's crazy what they've done with what they're able to put in a Pro. But I mean, at the same time, I haven't actually had an Air since the M series, so I have no idea how much lighter those bad boys are. Like I had one for so long, it's just like I'm like, am I even? Is it just gonna float away? But
It's a big difference.
yeah, have you noticed a
Yeah,
difference now that you've had the Pro for like a
yeah, for like 20 minutes.
yeah?
Yeah, big difference. As soon as I grabbed this one, I could tell how much heavier it was.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, next
Nice.
question. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Next up, we've got monitor setup. If you've got extra monitors or not, what do you think is the ideal setup? 0, like you run with the laptop. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Could get crazy.
Man, tough. Totally, I guess totally depends on what you're doing. Gaming, you got to go the 2 external monitors. But
Absolutely.
I'm a PS5 guy, so for me, it's just no external monitors. If I'm working, I just need one nice big display, maybe a curved screen, and I'm good.
Do
Yeah.
you have a curved screen, Dante?
No, I have a regular monitor, but or regular screen, but I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
Fair.
One day.
Yeah.
It was set up, and then I was moving places, and haven't set it up fully.
Yeah, you're dead too. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the main thing. Can't do any. As soon as I wake up, it's daycare and then work, and then pick her up from daycare and be a dad.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be wild here. Like, I freaking raw dog. I'm like zero, no external monitor.
Really? Dude, even as a
I know.
programmer? I would have thought you'd
Wow.
be like, I have three, I've got the like vertical one over here and like the
I'm not trying to compensate for anything. You got it. So I got my single
Fair
monitor.
enough, fair enough.
No. I mean, I don't think it's by choice, to be honest. I feel like I haven't really had an office because I was living in an apartment. Then the house was renovated, so I was just working in the kitchen. So like, I'm not gonna set up like a mega setup on the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so, or I'm like, yeah. So I just kind of had to be able to work wherever. I think now that I have a desk, I do have multiple monitors on my desk. I just don't hook them up. I don't know. They're here. I will say I do use them when it comes to gaming. You're absolutely right, Dante. Dante, I've got
Oh yeah.
if I'm gaming and I've I've got the RGB setups, like I'm dual external monitor. Absolutely. I even have like the side laptop hookup to and I've got my tower down. So actually, I'd have two computers on. Like, I don't even know if that's like even matters, but like I have two. I have I got my tower PC, I got my Mac, so I could set some things up. I'll have I also have I took it a step further. I also have like a 65-inch TV to my right over here, so like, I can watch something,
Oh, nice.
have some other things going on. So like it depends on what I'm doing. But these days, no external monitor. I'm ready. I'm on the go.
Wow. Wow.
What about you,
I
Ben? I want to know. I need to know.
I I switch in between zero and one. I've got on my desk, like in my other room, I've got a big one, but I feel like I get into cycles where I'll go like 4 months with just not even touching the external monitor, and then I'll like use it for a while, and I'll be like, dude, I need this. Like I can't go back to not having the monitor.
That's a good
I,
point.
but I don't know. I do like this second monitor. I just feel like sometimes it's so much stuff to look at. I like get distracted. I'm just like, there's all this like all these tabs, all these windows I could click. Like I kind of like just having the one laptop, and you're like, I gotta do what's right in front of me, and that's it. But
I
Definitely.
completely agree. Hey man, zero monitor boys.
yeah, and like you said, like you're flexible. You you could go anywhere in the world. Go to a little
Yeah.
cafe. You could sit at the beach, and you just need your laptop.
Yeah.
One of my a guy that I stumble across on Instagram Reels every once in a while though is this dude.
Yeah.
I think he does like finance or like trading or stuff as his job, but like for a joke, he'll set up his like little like 1 year old kid behind like his array of like four monitors and act like they're trading stocks, and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh, Josh, dude, you're up 20,000 today. Good work, man. And you pinged the Discord? Nice." He's just like, but it's so funny. But he's got the whole setup, and I'm like, maybe someday that'll be me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've definitely talked about it too. Like, because I just got an office, kind of like half working at the moment. The goal was to have a few monitors up in the wall. I mean, I have the plugs for everything. I just haven't done it yet. Maybe one day, but see, no monitors. I'm wondering if anyone in the chat, how many monitors do you have? Is there anybody there? No. Technify? Why? Technify AI? Nobody. All right, let's keep going.
All right, next up, Notion versus Google Docs. Or I'll add
Mm,
any other one you use. Like if you're trying to stay organized, you're trying to write stuff down. What are you guys going with?
that's like
Ooh,
Google Docs. I used Notion a few times. I don't know if I like the structure of it and setup of it too much. Maybe I just because I'm so used to the Google Docs and Google Sheets, but definitely for me, it's Google Docs all the way.
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I don't know. I like the flexibility of Google Docs. I love that I like you can download your drive if you want to have it. Like I have it on my phone. Sometimes I need to upload something like either work related or not work related. Like, Alex, my wife and I, we have a drive for our house renovations, so we can keep track of everything. We just like upload photos, upload receipts. Everything's organized that way. It's kind of nice to just keep everything like that. I I know there's like this huge crew of people who like love Notion and they're all about it. Like I feel like Notion is it's not bad, but if I get scared that I can just edit everything, I'm like, oh, is this supposed to be like non-editable? But I feel like I can click on something, and I'm like, oh shit, am I gonna like fuck up
Yeah.
this doc? I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
something like on every screen. I'm like, it almost feels like it's I don't know. It's too much like a notepad in a way where like things could be edited. I don't know. That's just maybe the vibe that I kind of get whenever I'm opening a Notion. I'm like, even if whether it's mine or somebody else's, and I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't feel as in my head organized, but
yeah. It's like you'll click two things and just like delete the key crucial company documents that we
Yeah.
use. You're like,
Yeah,
ah,
yeah.
good. What it feels like when I'm using it.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It is. I feel like Notion is kind of like a cult. Is like you said, Brian. There's people who are really into it and they know everything about it and like they run their entire life off of Notion. And I'm kind of jealous
Yeah,
of that a little bit, but
totally.
I don't know. I'm not quite there. I do like it though. I think I prefer it to Google Docs actually if it's like Google Docs is way easier, but I just like how Notion looks and how like nicely everything flows together.
It's
Like there's way more
definitely nice.
functionality.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can have like a Kanban board like in your
Yeah.
Notion. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting kind of wild. I was like, oh shit, you can like, what can you not do in Notion?
Yeah.
This is kind
They've
of
added like
crazy.
calendar. They might even have email now. I thought they were working on that for a while.
Oh my
Oh wow.
gosh. Okay, that's kind of wild. I think
Yeah.
it's just that I grew up on Windows. I grew up with just like a folder structure that you know what I mean. And I'm just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
default. My brain just goes like, yeah, I like folders.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
but like, there's no documentation in the sense of like, okay, where is everything unless you make it yourself, and then like I'm not like I'm organizing it to that level of like, oh, here's a README markdown of like how is everything organized. So I think in that way, Notion feels better for that. Like maybe you might have a Notion in front of your Google Docs, like where you just have links to everything. Like I feel like I've seen that, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shall we?
Good thoughts though. Good thoughts. Moving on to some more desk setup stuff. Are you guys more standing desk or sitting
Mm.
desk?
I think you need
I
both. I think you need one of those that is a sitting desk, but you got a little switch on there,
Up and down.
rises up. I remember John having one of those, and I was like, genius. You know, you're sitting down for so long, you also need to have some time standing up. So, but if we have to, I mean, the question is choosing between two though. So, got to go sitting, man. Legs will get tired if you stand up too long.
Yeah. If you had to
Got
always
it. Lazy.
stand, that'd
She's
be
a
pretty
lazy.
rough.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm surprised the bike wasn't a choice here, but I'm
Oh, that's
curious.
good. Do you have a bike desk?
No, I don't. But
That
I
feels like
saw
a
them.
very
Like
Swedish thing. It's just like, oh,
it
let's be
would be. I
healthy
feel
while
like
we're working.
it feels that way. Actually, they don't even need to do that because like you walk everywhere that you actually
Mm.
don't even have to worry about it. That's even crazy. I feel like about Sweden in general. Like the metro's so good. You walk everywhere, and every time John comes here, he's like, "Dude, I feel like I'm like I walk so much." I'm like, "Well, it's because you do." Yeah. So no. I think unfortunately, I feel like I sit all the time, and it's so bad. I feel like I've gotten so many like injuries just because I sit too much.
Mm.
So that's the unfortunately I will say sitting desk because that's what I do. But I would love a standing desk. I think I would. It would be nice, more for my health than anything else. Because I do like to
Yeah.
slouch. I think that's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm like slouch, like chill, maybe on the couch even sometimes. I'm like just like fucking working in the worst ergonomic positions of my
Yeah.
life. Like probably lost 5 years, but like I'm hoping to like being in Sweden and having to walk a lot will balance it out, but still not
Yeah.
enough.
Harvey in the comments says whatever burns the most calories.
Mm.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sitting desk. He might not. If you don't know Harvey about the sitting desk or the bicycle desk, um, give it a quick Google search. Pretty interesting.
Yeah. That could be the move.
That's a good calorie burner for a desk.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Or I've seen too like the treadmill desks. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those, but where you like
Oh
it just
Yeah.
runs. In my experience, it's not as good as you think it would be though, because it's like everything kind of shakes a little bit. So you're trying to type, but it's like just like subtly moving around and stuff. It gets pretty annoying.
I also feel
Maybe
like my brain can't think. I'm
Mm,
like not good at thinking and I don't think in moving. I'm
yeah, there's
such like a
something to
one.
that.
I'm like a one track. If my wife's watching, she calls me like one brain cell. Like that's all I got. Like, I got one brain cell. That's what I'm good at. If that I can focus on one thing pretty good. You start throwing too many in there, and it's ends up not being so great for me.
I get that.
Oh, we got another one. Seth, what's going on?
Hey Seth, welcome
Hey,
in.
Seth, welcome, welcome. We're just talking about standing desks versus sitting desks. We're playing a little game, picking between a bunch of different things. Let us know if you've got a take on one of these, or
Oh
bicycle
yeah,
desk.
hasn't got heated yet. We've all pretty much agreed on everything
Yeah, we need to start. I
so
need
far.
to start just coming with some takes.
Oh, some hot takes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I work lying down only. Like, oh, you guys are sitting at your desk? No, that's not
No,
that's not how you
I
do it.
actually, you're right, Ben. Let me be real. I only Vision Pro. That's the only way. Like
Oh
I can
man,
Vision Pro from everywhere. Like yeah,
that is the hot take.
yeah.
Have you guys tried it,
Uh,
the Vision Pro?
no, but
Mm-mm,
my
not yet.
friend just got one, and he's like, Brian, you need to get one so that we can sit virtually next to each other and meet, like, and like talk, and, like have meetings. And I'm like, he said it's so cool. I kind of want to build something for the Vision Pro. So like in a way,
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to like, oh, well, you know what? It'd be like I need one because we gotta develop something. Like yeah, for upgraded. Maybe we need to be developing something for the Vision Pro.
Hmm.
So I don't know what that is, but I think there's some options, some interesting opportunities to
Yeah,
build an app for the Vision Pro.
that'd be
I got a
cool.
Uh,
buddy that uses it to sit courtside at NBA games.
oh wow.
Yeah, they have this
Oh.
crazy features on there. So yeah, they do like live streaming for like NBA games and stuff, and it puts you near the courtside or something. It's crazy.
Very cool.
Wow.
Seth, you are you make YouTube videos for gaming. What kind of games are you playing slash making videos of?
Might be a little delay. Comment might come in soon.
Yeah. No worries. I just saw it now. Should we go to the next?
Let's do
Is
it.
there
Yeah,
is there
let's
one
let's
more?
do it. There is at least one more. This
Okay.
might be the last one. Mouse versus trackpad. Do you guys
Mm.
have any
That
any preference?
trackpad for sure.
Trackpad
I haven't
only?
used I haven't used the mouse since I don't know, probably high school. For me, I don't know. That's actually
Whoa,
interesting.
that's a hot take, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I was
like
gonna say this might be a hot take. I haven't
What about for gaming?
used the
Are you
mouse in
or do you
forever.
just game on PS5, you said?
Well, since I have a baby now, no more gaming. It
Fair enough.
feels like I try to, but anyways, it was I was doing PS5 anyways, so but I don't know, never been a fan of the mouse. So trackpad's been cool.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say the like trackpad. I will say I like trackpad, but only on a Mac. Like I can't use a trackpad on a
Yes.
Windows.
Yes.
Like I have a Windows laptop, and there's no, like I can't use it. I'm
Mm.
like wait I can't do my things.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's definitely you need to have a mouse. For my other laptop, I for sure need a mouse. And yeah, mainly for gaming. I don't think I've
Um,
ever touched a mouse to my Mac. I'm trying to
Really?
think like
Oh,
I
you guys are
because I
crazy to
don't use
me.
it for edit. I don't use it for editing because all I just need the keyboard, right? Like when I'm coding, I'm just
Yeah. Yeah.
keyboard. Maybe like there's so many shortcuts. Like I feel like I'm barely touching even the mouse, like trackpad. Like I don't need it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I mean, if I'm
yeah.
editing video, there's no way. I don't think that would be as good. I don't know. I would love to hear your take on this, Ben. But like trackpad on Mac for sure. Mouse has to be only like it's PC. That's I think that's my distinction.
Okay, I'll jump in and I agree there. I can't do the trackpad on a PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, for Mac specifically, yeah, I'm fine with the trackpad, but I agree with your take, Brian.
Yeah. Uh,
Eliana says mouse is way easier. She likes both. Nice. Respect.
nice. Seth, COD, Splitgate 2, and
No, some
Fortnite. Oh,
Fortnite.
and you're
There we
an
go.
editor. Nice, man.
Yeah, Seth,
Uh, I,
Brian and Dante are big gamers, or at least were in the past, maybe. So they'll
We're
I think
dads now.
they're extremely happy.
yeah, I would love to talk games. Okay, question, Seth. Are you like Fortnite building Fortnite or like the new Fortnite or like the Fortnite where they took out the building? Because for over 30 YouTubers. Oh wow.
Mm.
Nice. And then I'm guessing so Splitgate 2, I'm trying to remember. Is that game where there's like portals that you can like step through and shoot through and then go back and it's like really fast paced? Oh, Seth, I can't build for the sake of me. I mean, Dante, have you ever played Fortnite?
Oh yeah, it was it was big. In our apartment when I was in college with four of my buddies. We were just two bedroom, four guys, just four different TVs and our PlayStations playing Fortnite. That's when the building days were big. But when they came back with the zero build, for me, I had started playing COD so much.
Yeah.
I just I got back to Fortnite. I'm like, I don't want to build, and it's way easier to do zero build. So, yep, I guess I'm a zero build kind of guy now.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, my brain, I don't think can think fast enough to like build. Like I watch these people build, I'm like,
Ranking 90s.
I'm like, what is going? Like, why are we like building? Like, I'm like, what's going on? But
Yeah, it gets crazy.
yeah, Splitgate 2, yeah, it just came out. Cool.
I think I've heard of
Haven't
that
played
one
it.
just yet.
There was yeah, and then I'm guessing you're playing the latest COD. What is it? Black Ops 6? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember
That
the
was
name.
that was a little bit harder to keep track of, to be honest. I feel like I stopped playing after Warzone. Warzone during COVID was just like probably the best
That was such a
timing.
good time.
That was the best timing for a game to come out, like probably ever. I don't know, Ben. I don't know if that might be a hot take right there, but like COVID hits, right? Like I'll give you the timeline, right? It was March. What was it? 14th, 2020. There was all right, we're gonna go on our 2 weeks. We'll have a 2 week shutdown of everything. It's only gonna be 2 weeks. Yeah, yeah, okay. I feel like the day or like that week that it started, Call of Duty Shadow drops Warzone, free to play, battle royale, and everyone was inside. No
It
one
was
could
awesome.
go outside.
Yeah, yeah.
If that's not the best timing for to release a game to get the most people playing, like that was
Oh, that's
crazy.
filthy. That's so good.
Yeah, yeah. So,
It was every day. It's where we landed, boys.
yeah, dude. Did you get any dubs? Did you get any
Yeah, it
dubs,
was good
bro? Like,
times, man.
dude,
Yep.
those were some. That's the most weight I've ever gained in my life. Like, was that period of COVID, those
Yeah,
2 years, because
crazy.
I was like, there's all I had was work, and then like I didn't have to go to school or anything like that, right? So like I feel like I was in the perfect like system. We just drank every day. We just like ate. Everything was free delivery to our house. Like it was just like this is insane. I bought a PC and then we just gamed every day for like 2 years. That was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was a crazy time. All my buddies now are around 21. Right when it
yeah,
happens, towards like middle of college, pretty much.
yeah,
Um, all living together in some little apartment. So yeah, it was crazy. Electricity bill was crazy, but we had fun.
Yeah, the electricity bill. No, it was COVID was such a weird time, man, when it first started. Like it just because like no one knew what was going on, and obviously it was like it was very horrible and bad, but it was also it was kind of like fun in a unique way. Whereas like everyone was experiencing the exact same thing across the entire
yeah,
world. Everyone was just
yeah,
locked inside, and so there were these moments of like everyone's playing these new games, like everyone's getting together to do like Zoom calls with their friends, It was
Oh yeah,
it's just like I don't know. Like I don't think we'll ever get that back, but it was just like a
we
very
won't.
unique point in time.
Hopefully
It,
not. Hopefully we don't get
Yeah,
it
true. Yeah,
basically,
finger knock on wood.
yeah. Please no. I think I'm all right if it ever happened again. Let's not do it again. But yeah. What I was gonna say was, it felt like college on like summer break in college, but at least at my age group, we all had money. So like we had college break, but like we had money and we could do what the fuck we wanted any day of the week, and like we didn't have to show up to work every day. Like we didn't have to like go physically into the office
Yeah,
because I lived in LA, so like it was an hour and a half with traffic to go to the office, and it was just like, yeah, or I guess at that time it was already upgraded, but like before that, like to go anywhere was just it's crazy in LA. So like you just stayed home, you could just chill, you worked remote, yeah, you just fucking hung out every day with the homies. You could all like
yep,
it was just crazy.
yep.
It was such a crazy time. Obviously, a lot of bad things happened, but like it was such a unique experience that like, and like for you guys, the idea of being able to work from home was like not a thing. Like you never really got to experience the commute in a way of
Right.
like going into work fucking 5 days a week, like not like, oh, I'm gonna work from home today. Like that was not an option, like it was just like a mindset that was just like, oh, that never happened. So I just think it's crazy, the cultural shift of like everyone now who like, oh, that's just the norm. I can work remote, I can work from anywhere. Like it's opened up so many doors, I feel like, for everybody now to like, like it's so much more, I guess, flexible, which is great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Even like talking to John, he's always like, dude, if you ever want to like go travel, just like go, stay somewhere for a month and like work remotely, like that's totally cool. Especially when
yeah.
you don't have like a return to office policy and your company's cool. Like you can literally go wherever.
Oh, Seth's going live in 15. Seth,
Ooh.
thanks for
Nice.
coming on, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Seth.
We're upgraded, by the way. We are. If you need a new laptop, if you need a new MacBook, if you're using a Mac, you should check us out. GetUpgraded.com. We do upgrade plans. You pay monthly. You can get a souped up laptop for a monthly price that you pay over 36 months, and you get a new one every 2 years. So if you're an editor, this is probably the service for you. Good luck with your live session, and keep gaming, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, that's a
Thanks for
little
tuning in,
comment.
Seth.
Drop the link for
Please
your
do.
Yeah,
for your
Please do.
stream. I'd love to check it out.
awesome.
Yeah, cool,
We have,
cool, cool little game
yep.
that you
Oh,
put together right there, Ben. Oh, there's another
Yeah, we
one?
got we got one more. This is probably a one for Brian. I don't know if
Yeah,
Dante you've used either of these tools,
I
but
was.
Cursor
You know
versus
us too well.
Windsurf or any other ones that you're using for
I was gonna
AI
say right.
programming.
I was gonna say right now, neither actually. Yeah, I'm all augment code these days. So augment code is basically it's similar to these services, but it's a plugin for just Visual Studio Code. So like Windsurf is its own. Windsurf basically forked Visual Studio Code, which is a Microsoft product, open sourced. So they forked it and they made Windsurf with just their own. Like it looks exactly the same. So they forked the code. That's all I did. And then Cursor, I feel like, is also a fork.
I think so.
Uh,
I want to say that's right.
it's also a fork of VS Code. So I'm just using regular VS Code, but with this plugin, which is Augment Code, which is pretty cool. It is able to scan your entire like code base that you're working in, and then just have full context. So you can just be like, I want to talk about this one feature. I want to do this. Is there anything I'm missing? It'll look through your code and be like, oh, don't forget that you have these files and these things are happening. And it's just like, what the fuck? And now they're allowing you to do remote agents, which is basically like, I could be in my code. I could be like, I could talk to a remote agent, which would then go off and then do a task for me on my code base and then like give me a PR or something like that. Well, I can still asynchronously work on another feature with another agent and build something else. So I could have like multiple agents doing their thing while working. It's crazy. So and right now we're not like totally into augment only. I think Windsurf we're trying because Windsurf got bought by OpenAI.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, but like so ChatGPT owns Windsurf now. They're a little behind, I think, because they're like trying to get all like merged. So I think give them a little time, and I think they'll be caught back up because Windsurf was great. I love Windsurf. So I just recently switched to Augment the last month or so, 2 months actually. So yeah, Augment Code.
Okay, Augment Code. That's the one.
That is the one.
I don't know. I want to play with more of these tools. I mean, I'm not like super technical or anything. I know just a little bit, but I've played with Cursor a decent amount. Replit also I've used for some stuff. That's super cool. But yeah, I just feel like there's so much happening in this space right now, and I want to keep up with like I had no idea about Augment Code, for example. I'd never heard of that before, but it's just crazy what you can do.
It is. You were to tell me this last year, I would be like, what? We're that far? It's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
Actually crazy.
Yeah. Actually, in terms of AI tools, if for people watching, just so you know, what we're looking at right now, this slideshow is a site called Gamma. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but it's like an AI presentation creator. So this whole thing took like maybe 60 seconds. I just wrote like, hey, I'm going to play this little game with my teammates later, generate us some stuff with, tech questions.
I
We
was
like choose one
hoping-
or one. And then it just
I was
spit them out.
hoping it was. Because I was like,
That's
Ben,
cool.
I mean, Ben, this is like, I don't want you to put too much freaking effort into actually
It's
liking
like, yeah,
it.
actually all I did
Yeah,
today
this
was
guy's
building this
breaking his
slide.
back. No, Ben, you shouldn't have told me it was AI. I'd be like, damn, look at this guy. Just
Stayed up all night
dedicated to
last
the game,
night.
still making sure marketing's happening, making sure we're thinking about new growth ideas. Somehow whips up this awesome slideshow for this great live stream that we're doing. Like, man, Ben, superstar, bro, superstar. No, but this is still
all
very.
AI.
I think it's a good
That's
idea.
great.
But cool tool. What'd you say the tool's called?
It's called Gamma, Gamma.app,
Gamma.
Gamma.
Gamma.app. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Camera. I'm gonna look that one up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very fun to
like,
play with. It's like not 100% perfect like all of these tools, but can get you some pretty cool presentations very quickly.
I will say I hate PowerPointing myself. So if I could get some help to get this thing moving a little bit quicker, amazing.
Yeah, anyone out there that needs to do some little PowerPoint presentations? Gamma, what is GAMA?
I think
GAMA.
right now you're only showing your shared screen, so like I don't know if people are seeing everything, but I think it's okay, right? I guess
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to
fine.
see. Yeah, I guess they're not seeing us. I just realized looking at the YouTube, but that's probably fine.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Now they will be
That's fine.
because we're done with that part anyways.
Perfect. Thank you for that awesome game, Ben.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was great.
That was awesome. It was fun to have some things to think about and talk about.
Yeah,
I'm
always good. I
wondering
feel like
now-
people like getting to know the team, kind of learning what we're about, what we're interested in. I feel like it's kind of interesting to learn about, like each specific person or like segment of the team, what they're into. Like Brian, like more about like the code tools, and Dante, you know all about like even the stuff going on with like Intercom and Front and what they're doing with AI tools. I think is really interesting. Like I don't use that a bunch, so it's like it'd be cool to learn about that too.
I'm wondering, for the last 10 minutes here, if there's like, we do some, what are we up to updates, of like, as upgraded as a whole, what we're thinking about. And then maybe we reflect on the previous week, of where we're at. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah. I like that. I was
fun
thinking
to
too,
do.
if any sort of like big kind of vision or like what you would love to achieve with Upgrade or even like your specific, responsibilities. Like even if it's unrealistic, what would be like a sweet future for Upgraded?
Yeah, I mean, I remember being sold the dream in 2019. After the Halloween party that we all met at, dressed up as Tarzan. But I just remember the idea of just like we are helping the circular economy. There are devices everywhere that aren't being used, but they are still good. Like, why are we not activating that? And also, like, paying monthly, I feel like is so kind of normal in a way for like use of a device. Like, you're not, whenever you buy those devices, I'm like, if you think of it as how much you're going to use it, like, sure, if you run that device into the dirt, like, I don't know, I think about like a car too. Like, are you buying this car to eventually like sell it because like it's a depreciating asset, right? And then like, unless you literally drive that car till it dies, like you probably are going to change cars, So like, for me, it's just like, yeah, getting a new MacBook regularly will push, especially in people who are in that tech space, like in the tech space, to remember to upgrade. I think it's more of like, oh, sure, I could keep my laptop for a little bit longer. Like, for example, I'm an M1 Pro, and I'll say I'm probably pushing the limit of like, I should probably be on an M4. I'm probably losing productivity, but you don't realize that you're doing that, And so like, I love the idea that it can help the tech people keep up to date, that need to keep up to date. But then there's so many people where an M1 Pro would be more than enough than they would need. So like, I totally see this tiered system that we've talked about so many times. You have the gold tier, or like the newest tier, where for those people that want the latest device, that need the latest device, need to be up to date, they will be on that gold tier. You then have like a silver tier where maybe it's like N+1. So you're, instead of an M4, you're looking at M3s. Still great devices. Because like, you don't need the latest, but you still want to be kind of up to date, N-1, right? And then you'd have the bronze tier, which could be N-2. You could be on M2, M1, and you pay less monthly for each level, right? And then I totally see the family plan, right? You have the family, the dad or the mom who's got to have the latest device because they're the ones that are making shit happen in the family. You've got the kids. They might be on bronze. Maybe if you're going to college, they get to be upgraded to silver. Then you kind of want something. You don't need to go crazy, And then maybe, if the kids start their own program and branch off, I see them then make, I want to be a gold because, I want to have my own. I want to have the latest. They may like the latest. Cool. But then all those devices just keep getting recycled down, and we can keep putting them out, and then they keep extending their life. And then what will be really cool, which we've talked about so many times, is just like seeing that your device that you either previously owned or that you now own has had life, and like seeing its past, like, oh man, it's like 3 people have had it, so far. Like, that's so crazy. And if the people wanted to share what they were doing, that's kind of cool. If not, it's also like, that's okay. I just think it'd be kind of cool to know, like, hey, instead of it only being traded down once, it would have been, in a drawer maybe, because maybe that person would have still upgraded, originally when they bought the latest device, and just forgot about their other laptop. So there's like, it's cool to see how much we can prolong the life of some of these devices, and be able to show that to customers might really, I would hope, make them either feel good or like incentivize them. Oh yeah, I want this device to keep having a life. And I kind of curious to see how many more people end up taking that device afterwards. And only because I gave it back did this thing, provide value to so many more people. So
Yeah, I think that's sweet. I think that's so sweet. It almost makes me think of, like, this is random, but a message in a bottle. If you like got it, and it's like some person from like this other part of the world sent this thing, and then you received it, months later, and you get to see, maybe they write a little bit about like, here's who I am, here's what I do, and you're now connected to this person, and it's almost like you get that from the device, which is I just think that's cool.
I think it would be super cool. Like, did you ever geocache?
Maybe once, but I know about it.
Dante, geocaching is basically, there are places all around the world that people like hide something. They'll like have like some sort of riddle or some sort of like puzzle. And then if you solve the puzzle, you'll get to the treasure, which is usually like a list of people. Like, there'll be like something in there, like a note, or like someone who like, they'll write a list like, oh, I found this puzzle. So you can like write your name and like mark that you found it. And then it's like, it's everywhere. You can geocache anywhere. I bet you looked up in your area right now, There'll be
Really?
geocaching locations, and you can go look for them. And if you
Wow.
find them, you add to it, and then you put it back where you found it. Just like let more people find those locations. So it's kind of like it's a pretty fun experience, and I think I don't know. In a way, it's like message in a bottle geocaching. You like seeing people like passing it along or saying, or for those gamers out there, I don't know if you've ever played Elden Ring or any of the Dark Souls series. You can like write a little note to other people like before, like in certain areas of the game. You can be like, oh, you can jump here or something like that. And people can see those
Oh,
notes, or you don't have to read the notes, but like then you see
yeah.
previous people trying to do things that maybe you were going to try, and you're like, oh, that kills you. Okay, I won't do that, and then you try something else. Anyway,
That's pretty cool.
that's that's my spiel. What do you think, Dante? What do you think about Upgraded? Have you ever thought about it of where we would go?
Totally. I mean, kind of going back to what you were talking about, the affordability of it. I remember, what was it, maybe 6 years ago when I was in college, I had a really beaten down old laptop. And then during the whole COVID thing, I needed another laptop. I was still going to school. Instead of going to the campus, I was mainly just on my computer. So I was kind of just thinking at one point, like, how am I going to buy a laptop? Everything is so expensive. I need something that's up to date with good speed, or at least decent speed. And I wanted a Mac because at the time I had a Windows PC. So I was like, I really want a Mac, but they're so expensive. I remember it being exactly $1,200, the one that I wanted, and it wasn't even a beefy Mac at the time. It was like what was it? I remember it being 8 gigabytes and something else. Nowadays
Yeah,
that's tiny compared to what we have now.
yeah,
But it had like an i7 processor at the time, which was really good, but now not no more. But
yeah.
anyways, yeah, the whole affordability with that I'd upgraded. I wish I would have had that back then. I totally would have been paying, as low as what we offer is what is it again? $30, $30.
Yeah, 33,
33,
28, I
28.
think right now.
33. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been great back then. I remember I did drop 1,200 on it, but that was because I got a stimulus check
Ah,
during that time. But if it weren't for the stimulus check, something like Upgraded would have been perfect for a college student. I would have totally loved to have a $33, bill per month for a laptop I was going to use for years, which I held on to that thing for like 4 or 5 years. So it lasted a
yeah,
good while.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool.
No,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. I
Yeah,
love
but
that.
upgrade here at Upgraded, we're definitely heading to the right direction. Affordability, the whole purpose of it with upgrading every 2 years, people that stay up with the latest tech, we give them that option to do so at a great price instead of dropping 4 grand on, every year or two on a device. But yeah, hopefully we just keep growing like we're doing, and everyone sees the message and wants to be part of it.
All right, Ben, send us off.
I love that. I
Send
love
off
that.
send us off with a good vision of Upgraded or anything else you're
Yep.
thinking.
I mean, what I think about a lot, and I talk about this a decent amount with John, is just like in the digital age or in today's day and age, the tech that you have and the devices that you have are the key levers of productivity for you to like get stuff done in the world. Like the biggest one being your computer, like especially if you're programming or you're editing or you're designing, or even if you're just like going to school and studying. Like it is really important to have a device that suits your needs and allows you to get done everything that you need to get done. And I think long term Upgraded is a company that helps improve the human plus the computer performance, or the human plus the device performance, like in every single way. And so it's, part of that is matching your specific needs to the right computer, because some people are buying computers that aren't good enough for them, or that are like too much. It's like you didn't actually need these extra specs, and you just spent an extra $1,200 like on this thing that like you didn't actually need extra RAM for. So that's kind of a waste. And so like helping people with that, then like you said, Dante, helping them get that at an affordable price. And then I think there's a big education piece of giving people all of the information they need to use this as efficiently as possible. And that's what I think is really cool with like the content creation and the education piece that we can do, is we can create content that allows people to unlock that next level, that like they didn't know about all of these features on Mac that actually would have been super useful, or they didn't know about this new software, these new tools that would help them do their job way better. And so there's all of that sort of stuff that I think we can help bring to everybody. And I think long term that's kind of where we end up. So it's across every single device that you might use in your home, and then helping you get as much as possible out of each of those. And so I'm trying to fit into how spread the word and create the content and get the education out there for people to understand all of that and like allow you to essentially live a better life because you're using your tech in a way that helps you and contributes to everything you're trying to do.
Couldn't have said it better
Totally.
myself, Ben. I loved it. That's great. Well, I think we're at time.
Yeah. Yeah. Good thoughts today, everyone. We'll wrap it up there. Anyone tuning in or watching this later, thank you for joining. We appreciate all of you guys. Like this is why we do it because there's people out there who like learning and talking and just interacting and helping see Upgraded grow. So we're very appreciative of you. With that,
Love it.
we'll call it a day.